What's up, family? Today we have some updated changes regarding our seniors and Social Security recipients. For starters, we have a couple of new states that will no longer be taxing the benefits of Social Security payments or the retirement benefits. We also have a new bill in Congress that wants to protect our seniors who receive benefits by preventing the horrific measures of these new clawbacks by the Social Security Administration Office. I have the details to share with you in just a moment, but before we get started, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel as well as hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Starting off, I do want to go ahead and start with this particular article I thought was funny, and I definitely want to share it with you. You know Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, as well as Twitter and a few other companies as well. Well, check this article out right here from information from one of his previous wives. Yes, Elon Musk married and divorced the same woman 2 times, paying her over $20 million in settlements. And she is saying that Elon Musk is the perfect ex-husband, and she is also open to marrying him a 3rd time. I think that is so funny, guys. Wouldn't you marry him for a 3rd time as well, knowing how much he is actually worth? I mean, come on, guys. This guy is worth $241 billion. Wouldn't you marry him a 3rd time or a 4th time or a 5th time? If so, comment down below and let me know what you think about that. But I thought it was funny. But anyways, guys, moving on, let's go ahead and talk about some new changes that are going on in regards to our Social Security recipients. We now have 2 states that are changing some of their rules in regards to the taxation of Social Security benefits. And yes, we have on the list Missouri and Nebraska. They are now changing what they feel about taxing on these particular Social Security benefits. It says that retirees in Missouri and Nebraska are no longer have to pay state income taxes on Social Security benefits, collectively saving them millions of dollars per year. These are the new tax policies which took effect on New Year's Day, are expected to save beneficiaries up to $309 million in Missouri and $17 million in Nebraska on an annual basis. As retirees everywhere are struggling to keep up with the rising costs in living expenses, the tax exemptions are intended in part to help our older residents stay afloat financially. We are talking about our seniors, our elderly individuals. So this is some great news. I love to see this particular change. However, there are still about 9 to 10 other states that are still taxing on these particular benefits. Hopefully we can see those particular states change their tax policies this year as well. But anyways, I definitely wanted to pass that on to you. But also, in addition to that, Connecticut is another particular state. Now, they is a little bit different, if you will, because they do not tax on any benefits for any single person making less than $75,000 per year or couples that make less than $100,000 per year. But if you do make more than that in retirement benefits, they could potentially tax you on anything above those particular thresholds. So Connecticut is a little bit different, but I do love the change, and we are definitely welcoming that in the near future. Moving on, we also have Social Security. We talked about this previously, in which the overpayments in which the administration has done for many recipients over the last 8 to 9 years, and now they are doing these clawbacks, asking for individuals to pay money back. Well, Social Security has been put on a monthly notice, a watch list, if you will. And this is from Congress. It says right here that the Social Security Administration Office must meet with the Senate panel on a monthly basis until the agency's $23 billion overpayment issue is finally resolved. We know that this particular issue has been going on for quite some time, for years now, which it is pretty much coming into the news as of recently. But this is no new information to majority of Social Security beneficiaries. Yes, they have been given this money for years now, and now that they are receiving these letters in the mail telling individuals to pay back large sums of money, that is just not right. And Congress is putting them on notice, and I would agree that is exactly what you need to do. But we do know that Congress is a little bit lazy, if you will. They pretty much don't do their jobs. But anyways, we do have this particular new bill that is on the table, and it is a bipartisan bill. And the purpose of this bill is to protect our seniors from unfair Social Security clawbacks. Yes, this particular bill was introduced by Ruben Gallego as well as Graves. And take a look at this right here, guys. It says that Social Security move may ease the repayment demands. This came out at the end of December. This is an attempt in Congress to put a time limit on how far back Social Security overpayments can be recouped. Could help millions of recipients who have been asked for large sums by the federal agency. Representative Ruben Gallego of Arizona, a Democrat, and Representative Garrett Graves of Louisiana, a Republican, introduced this bipartisan bill which would limit the Social Security Administration Office overpayment look-back period to 10 years. And like I said, guys, these particular overpayments have been going on for more than 10 years. So anyways, I do like this particular bill. However, I wish they would have made it like 5 years. But to be able to go back 10 years, we need to be looking directly at the administration office, the federal agency, because why did they overpay for 10 years? You mean to tell me that they did not recognize these particular overpayments for more than 10 years? Who's at fault here? Not the recipient. I believe that the federal agency is at fault. Wouldn't you guys agree? If so, hit the like button down below and comment for me and let me know whether or not you agree that the Social Security Administration Office should be held liable for these overpayments. But unfortunately, they are going after the little man and asking them to pay large sums of money from the last 10 years. So yes, this is a good bill. However, it fails because it is saying that the look back period is up to 10 years. This needs to be changed if it wants to pass in Congress. It needs to be changed to 5 years. I think that is definitely more than reasonable. Wouldn't you guys agree? But anyways, at least somebody is doing something about it, because Congress is not doing anything at all. They are just saying that the federal agency is on the lookout right now. Basically that they are watching them to see what they are going to do. But the biggest question is, why are we watching them now? They have been sending out overpayments for more than 10 years. Why are we wanting to watch them right now? We need to take action versus watching them. So that is exactly what I mean by Congress is lazy and not willing to do their jobs. Putting them on a watch list, what exactly is that going to do? They are on the need of clawing back $23 billion. Tell me, what recipients are going to be able to pay $23 billion? Do you know anyone? I mean, how much can any Social Security recipient pay back to the federal agency? I would only think that if I was to guess, they would probably be able to pay back a couple $1,000. But where are they going to get $23 billion from? I ask you because no one seems to know. But anyways, we do love this particular bill, but we'll just have to follow it because I'm sure that this will not pass in the House or the Senate. I will keep you guys up to date as usual. And speaking of some of the overpayments or the clawbacks, take a look at this particular story right here, guys. This is going to make you freak out. A retired Houston college clerk, which you know they don't necessarily make that much, but she was asked to repay the Social Security Administration Office $65,000. It says right here that Winnie Marshall called the Houston TV network for help after fighting the charges for more than a year with the Social Security Administration Office. She is saying that the appeal process and the letters she's receiving in the mail have added total confusion. And I would agree with that. But anyways, we are talking about an 89-year-old Houston woman, guys. We're not just talking about some spring chicken that is still working somewhere. We are talking about someone almost 90 years old. Where is she going to get $65,000 from? Especially if she was receiving these monthly payments for many, many years. But yes, she called the the Houston TV network and asked them, she said that she got a surprise bill in the mail from the Social Security Administration office. The letter asked her to repay $65,000 that they had already paid her in the past over the years. Winnie Marshall initially thought that she had a handle on her bills. She retired just 5 years ago. That means she retired at the age of 84 years old, and now she is living on a fixed income, and you're asking her to pay $65,000. I mean, come on now. If she obviously had to be working to the age of 84 years old, clearly she does not have $65,000 sitting in her bank account. Come on now. But she did say this right here. She said that, look, I was ready to scream when she received that letter. This first thing she said, I couldn't figure out what they wanted $65,000 from me for. But she said, I just like there's no way I can actually pay that money back. And according to the government, that's what she owed in the letter. They admit that it was their mistake for the overpayment, but in reality, it doesn't seem like it matters who's at fault. All they care about is that she paid them the money back, even though she was not at fault. The federal agency was at fault. Tell me, how can this be legal in the United States of America? Do you guys agree? Let me know, guys. I would love to get your thoughts on this. And that is not the only story, guys. We have multiple horror stories out there. As you can see right here, that this was actually covered on the 60 Minutes at one particular time. And they also wrote a book about it as well. It is called Social Security Horror Stories. Now, I'm not necessarily going to go into great detail in regards to these other type of Social Security horror stories, but just know that there is a book out there, and it was also featured on 60 Minutes as well. But if you want to go and Google this particular book just to research and look up more of these particular stories for yourself, feel free, guys. This is the actual name of the book, and you can go ahead and look for it, guys. It is written by Lawrence and Terry. But anyways, I just wanted to at least give you the information on a high level to get your thoughts on exactly what is going on in this country, as well as some of the other changes that are going to benefit our Social Security recipients. And but anyways, guys, that is all we have for you today, and I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, that's all we have for you today, but feel free to check out some of the items down below in the description. There are a couple of opportunities for you to earn some free money or some free cash, such as signing up with Webull, where they are giving away 12 free stocks after you deposit $1. The cool thing about it is that those stocks can actually be worth $3,000, almost similar to playing the lottery. Also, don't forget about signing up for the Amazon Prime membership, where you can get 30 days for free, which is a great time right now as the NFL season is coming to an end, and you can watch all of those games on there, as well as sit at home and order things and have them delivered to your front door for totally free. Anyways, those are just a few. Check out the links down below. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.